Frontal del área, se va Lamine buscando el remate desde ahí. ¡Golazo espectacular!
Lamine Yamal Nasraoui Ibana didn't come from comfort. He didn't come from football royalty. No academies, no scouting networks in the family. He came from sacrifice. His father's side? His grandmother literally snuck onto a bus from Tangier after taking a ferry, worked multiple jobs, slept little, saved everything, and brought her family to Catalonia. His mother's side? Same story. Equatorial Guinea to Spain, grinding to survive. Bro, imagine being born into that level of pure determination. If your grandmother crossed borders for opportunity, are you really going to complain about double training sessions? This is the environment Lamine grew up in. Small apartments, very little money, meals from residency programs for young parents, neighborhoods people called forgotten. And yet, this kid turned every bit of that pressure into fuel. You know his 304 celebration? That's his neighborhood's postcode. He literally carries Rocafonda into every stadium he scores in. Tell me that's not beautiful. Also, quick question. Whose origin story hits you harder? Cristiano selling fruit at Madeira Airport, or Yamal coming from 304 with two immigrant families who carved their way into Spain through raw survival? Because honestly, both sound like superhero origin chapters. The Messi baby photo. Destiny being weird. Okay, now the part that everyone loves, and the part that feels like football gods were messing with the timeline. In 2007, Messi is in a UNICEF photo shoot at Camp Nou. 20 years old, shy, still growing into the Messi we'd later call the best ever. And who gets placed on his lap? Who gets bathed by him? Who ends up in those iconic towel photos? A 6-month-old baby named Lamine Yamal. You couldn't write this. If Netflix put this in a series, people would say it's too unrealistic. When the photo resurfaced during Euro 2024, even Messi was like, wait, him? Lamine's dad even captioned it, the beginning of two legends. Like, bro, what? It's almost creepy in a magical way. Imagine being Lamine and know you sat naked in Messi's arms before learning to walk. That's a storyline built in a lab. La Masia, the prodigy, enters the machine. He starts football at 4. Local club, La Torreta. Barcelona scouts him at age 6. 6! At that age, I was still arguing with my cousins about whose turn it was to be player 1 on the PlayStation. He enters La Masia in 2014. And from that moment, he levels up faster than FIFA cards after a Team of the Year pack drop. Listen to these youth stats. 357 goals, 249 matches, 1.4 goals per game. 12 different youth teams, U19s at age 15. Bro, that's not normal. That's create a player numbers. And what's crazy? Every time coaches tried to slow his progression, he broke another age record that forced them to move him up anyway. You ever seen a kid so good the coaches basically go, yeah, okay, throw him with the older ones before the younger ones start asking for refunds? The senior debut. Xavi sees the future. April 29th, 2023. 15 years old. Still doing homework assignments. Still not allowed to drive. He steps onto the Camp Nou pitch against Betis and becomes the 5th youngest La Liga player ever. Minute 83, he comes on. Minute 84, he takes a shot on target. My guy wasted 0 seconds. Didn't jog around like, oh wow, lights, fans, big stadium. No. He said, give me the ball. Xavi wanted to debut him even earlier, but the club literally said no because he wasn't contracted yet. Imagine being so talented your coach tries to break the legal system to play you. You know what that reminds me of? Pedri's insane amount of minutes at 17, or Ansu Fati's rise before injuries. Except this time, Yamal had that extra something, that calmness you can't teach. Like, when he touches the ball, the defenders look nervous. You can see it. You can feel it. 2023-24, the season he stopped being a kid. That Villarreal match. Bro, if you watched it live, you remember it clearly. Barcelona wins 4-3. Yamal assists, hits the post twice, and looks like he's been starting for 5 years. Everyone watching that had the same reaction. Okay, yeah, this kid is ridiculous. Then he debuts for Spain, scores, breaks another youngest ever record. Xavi is watching like, bro, stop stealing my thing. By the way, you notice how Spain loves turning teenagers into superstars? Pedri, Xavi, Ansu, now Yamal. That country is farming Ballon d'Or talent like it's a business. He finishes with 50 appearances for Barca, 7 goals, dozens of chances created, all while doing school classes on Zoom. Imagine being his teacher. Lamine, where's your homework? Oh, sorry, I was busy being the youngest player in Champions League knockouts. Euro 2024, the world gets its first taste. This was the moment. The coronation. Spain versus France, semi-final. 16-year-old Yamal looks up, cuts inside, curls it off the post into the top corner. Youngest goal scorer in Euros history, breaking Pele's record from 1958. Bro, Pele did that against Wales. Yamal did it to France with Mbappe watching helplessly. Ask yourself something. What were you doing at 16? Because I was eating chips at home and failing math tests. He wins Young Player of the Tournament. Spain wins the whole thing. And suddenly, the entire football world goes, hold on. This kid might be him. 2024-25. Superstar level activated. Domestic treble. La Liga, Copa del Rey, Super Cup. Yamal goes from promising winger to Barca's new face. His league numbers? 9 goals, 13 assists. All competitions? 21 goals, 22 assists. That's grown man output from someone who's technically not even a grown man. The moment that season broke the internet, that Champions League semi-final versus Inter, he picked up the ball, dribbled through a defense like he was doing a TikTok challenge, and curled in a solo goal that made the stadium freeze. Inter players apparently told reporters, he's better than Messi. Okay, chill. But still, that's respect. He finishes second in the Ballon d'Or voting at 18. Only loses to Dembele because PSG won the Champions League. He wins the Copa Trophy again, back to back. First time in history. This is when the GOAT conversation whispers started. The ones that ruin careers if you listen too closely. 2025-26. The price of being the best. Here's where it gets real. The rise is beautiful, but the pressure is scary. He starts picking up injuries, pubalgia, groin issues, painkillers with Spain, minutes mismanaged. Barcelona needs him for every game. Spain needs him too. He's fatigued, overplayed, undermedicated. Every young star hits this wall. Pedri, Ansu Fati, Mbappe in 2019. Even Messi had growing pains. The scary part, Barca relies on Yamal the exact same way they relied on Messi. Everything goes through him. Every attack starts with him. And if he misses a match, Barcelona look lost. Tell me that doesn't feel familiar. He misses games versus Real Sociedad and Real Madrid. Both losses. Both games where Barca looked toothless without him. Bro, he's a teenager. A teenager cannot be your entire system. Unless he's Messi. But we don't want another Messi-style burnout at 22. The private life. The part every star hates. Fame hits fast. Spotlights hit faster. Here's where things get messy. He dates TikTok influencer Alex Padilla. Millions of views, drama, cheating rumors, unfollows, makeups, breakups. The whole Netflix toxic relationship starter pack. Then the 18th birthday party controversy. Hiring dwarf entertainers, accusations, government investigations, headlines everywhere. He dates Nicki Nicole for 2 months, breakup. He's linked to models, flight attendants, influencers. The media eats it up. And when teenagers get famous fast, yeah, drama comes free of charge. You think Messi didn't go through this? Bro, Messi's early years had the same chaos, minus TikTok. But it shows one thing. Lamine isn't a quiet monk. He's living like an 18-year-old superstar. And that lifestyle always has consequences. Does that affect focus? Does that impact recovery? Does that add pressure? You tell me. The Messi question. Is he next? Let's be honest. Football fans love comparisons. And next Messi is the most dangerous one of all. Here's what I'll tell you friend to friend. Yamal isn't Messi. He never will be. Because Messi was, well, Messi. But But does Yamal have the potential to be the defining player of his generation? Absolutely yes. Here's the difference. Messi, ball glued to his foot. Explosive acceleration. Magician disguised as a footballer. Yamal, Neymar-like flair. High IQ decision-making. More mature than Messi at 17. Stronger physically. Elite playmaker instincts. Also, mentally, this kid is composed. He actually rejects the Messi comparisons. He said, "I don't compare myself to anyone, especially not to Messi." That's a healthy mindset. That's how you build your own legacy. If he stays healthy, if Barca stops overusing him, if his personal life settles, if Spain manages him properly, if his body develops well, then yes, he can be in that once-in-a-generation tier. Not Messi 2.0, but Yamal 1.0. The road ahead, the part we don't talk about enough. This next chapter will decide everything. Will he be a Messi-level icon, or an Ansu-level tragedy? Or somewhere in the middle? A superstar, but not a demigod. It all depends on injury management, mental health, lifestyle habits, club stability, expectations, coaching, pressure from media and fans. Barca needs to protect him. Spain needs to protect him. And he needs to protect himself. Right now, he's football's brightest young talent. He's Barcelona's hope, Spain's new jewel, social media's obsession, the tabloids' new target. He's everything at once. But is he the next Messi? You tell me.